Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Saturday. It's the 1st of February 2020. I'm going to look at the featured 8th race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and remember to please check out my Dublin Racing Festival preview video from Leopardstown. Some excellent jumps racing there at Leopardstown, so check that out. But let's get to the 8th race from Aqueduct. Rode via New York to the Kentucky Derby here. It's the second leg via the New York Triple Crown Trail. The 8th race, it is the Withers Stakes Grade 3 purse, $250,000 race for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 8 horses going the distance of ground of 1,800 meters or the distance of ground of a mile and an eighth on the main track. 1,800 meters or a mile and an eighth here in the Withers. And I always remembered the Withers being run at Aqueduct as a kind of a local prep race for the Preakness in late April. Saw Bernardini win this race to go on to win the Preakness in 2006. Actually, in the Withers, what's his name? It was 1-turn mile, by the way, back then. But Javier Castellano lost a whip at 3/16 pole with Bernardini, but didn't really matter because he still took off clear. But this race replaced the Whirlaway, which was always run as the second leg via New York Triple Crown Trail, which went into the Gotham, which went into the Wood Memorial, which went into the Derby. But let's get to my selections here. I think, Shotsky is a very vulnerable favorite. I'm going to go to the 8 horse here. Partos is the top selection. We'll go 8-2-7-5 in the superfecta. 8-2-7-5 super. Top selection at 8 horse Partos. 3-year colt by Tappet. Tom Fletcher trains this one. Jose Lascano gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came New Year's Eve at Aqueduct on the slop, mile and eighth in main special weight, 65,000, and the horse won by 10 3/4 lengths. He was the 35 cents to the dollar favorite. He stepped back early, he got the lead, and then he took off clear. That was a very impressive run for him there. Before that, he ran the 11th of November at Aqueduct, mile and eighth in main special weight, 70,000. He finished second by 3.5 lengths. He sat on the front and all throughout. He kind of got caught late, but he still ran his heart out there. And then at Keelan, a mile 16th in main special weight, 70,000. He finished third by 1/4 lengths. Was way out of it early, but his turn of foot late was very well. You don't see a lot of horses closing up like he did with that short stretch at Keelan going the mile 16 trip. And then his debut came at Saratoga, mile and eighth in main special weight, 90,000. Finished fourth by 3.25 lengths. He was a little lackadaisical early on, but he was moving late. Something to keep in mind on him, he's making his 5th start, and this is going to be his 4th start at a mile and an eighth. 3 prior races at a mile and an eighth for a 2-year-old is very unusual, especially at Saratoga. But, he always ran good at these longer distances. He's bred to go it, and 3-1. I'm going to take him here. I think he wins the fitness regime for this one kind of horse. If he doesn't work out, he can turn into like Tom Pletcher's next Marconi and run next year's Brooklyn and the Birdstone and the Grand American Jock Club, whatever we call that race, or the Temperance Hill, whatever that race is called in the fall. But at 3-1, we'll take him here. I think the 2-horse Monday morning quarterback, or QB, has a strong chance also. 3-0 colt by Imagining. This Philadelphia Park shipper gets Jorge Vargas Jr. up. This horse has run some very decent buyer numbers at Parks, but most recently ran at Laurel, 7 furlongs and a half stakes. It was listed stakes, first time facing winners, first time facing stakes quality horses. He won by 3/4 of a length that day, and he stalked early on. He had the lead, and then he just took off to a very nice victory. A good run. Prior to that, Parks 5.5 in the main special weight, 45,000. He won by 2.25 lengths, and again, he was a little, antsy before the race, but that went out the window. When the gates opened, he took off clear from a starting position. That was a very good run. And then a Park 6 furlongs in main special weight, 93,000 back in October. He finished second by 3.25 lengths there. He stalked early on from wide post, just couldn't get there late. Big question with him today will be, can he get the mile and an eighth first start around 2 turns? Mile and an eighth first start around 2 turns is a very hard distance to get, but I think he can. 4-1, I'm going to take the shot. So to recount my selections here for the 8th from Aqueduct, it's the grade 3 Withers. Let's take the 8-horse Portos as the top selection. We'll go 8-2-7-5 in the superfecta, 8-2 in the multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.